We have two interesting game twos on tonight. Monday night NBA playoffs. Spence Locks here coming at you with another analysis prediction video. It's been probably about a year, no, probably about like 5 months since I did a last video like this. I'm back. So I'm back. It's NBA playoffs. It's my best season, my best locks always with NBA playoffs. Last year was an absolute crazy run during the playoffs. If you were around last year. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. So first, we got two games. I'll show you guys real quick what the public's looking like, and then and yeah, first, like we always do. So we got Pistons Knicks tip off tonight, set for 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Knicks pulled out the win last game. If you saw at the very end, they had like a crazy run in the fourth quarter. Obviously, all the money is on the Knicks. They're home again. A good amount of money, a good amount of the bets, but actually, yeah, still 59% of the actual money on the spread for the Knicks, and 75 or 78%, 79% on the money line for the Knicks, and 70%, sorry, rather, of the money on the spread for the Knicks. And so yeah, the odds, Pistons are underdogs, obviously, tonight in this game. Let me go, guys, to the analysis. So if you guys saw game one, I mean, it was the Pistons were in control. They had a 98 to 97 point. They had a 98 to 90, and they were a 7-point dog until the Knicks went on a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter, which was insane to watch because I actually had the Knicks in the game and I thought I was cooked. VIP, we had the Knicks. Ended up cashing, thankfully. But it's crazy. Tonight kind of favors the Pistons, though, in a bounce-back situation. Guys, let's talk about offense, defense. Pistons, they're top 10 on defense. Knicks are ranked 13th on offensively. However, the Knicks are ranked 5th, and the Detroit's at the 14th. Knicks have a better offense. Pistons have a better defense. What was noticeably insane, if you guys noticed from the game, and if you guys looked at the box score, was Detroit was actually 15 plus from beyond the three-point line, and they still lost by 11 points. Let that sink in for a second. Like, they were plus 15 from the three-point line and still lost by 11 points. And it's important to note too that this performance was much higher than their usual performance from three-point range. Like, they're never hitting like that in the regular season, and they still lost by 11 points despite hitting that. And it's also important to note that Detroit also might have some regression in rebounds in game two as well, because the Pistons won the rebound battle as well in game one and still lost by 11 points. Now the Knicks are home again. I know situationally what it looks like, and I'm here to give you guys my honest, unbiased opinion based on multiple variables, such as, you know, what I think the NBA wants, what the public wants, how do the sports books make a lot of money, you know, what like is the script essentially. But the Knicks, they have the ability to let down as well as a veteran team, but I do think that the Knicks will end up carrying this. Now, my official bets for both of these games tonight have action on both. They're going to be on my Winnable. You can just go into the link in the description, and actually you can grab a 3-day pass with code free pass, I believe. I'll put it in the description, and you can grab a 3-day pass, get on the VIP, lock in with me, and then obviously when I make you money in the next 3 days, just get a week, get a month, and check me out. So let's talk about player props on the game. There's one that really stood out to me, and it was Cade Cunningham. He's gonna have a big night, and you could lock him over about 26.5 points. I believe that's what the line was at last time I checked, but I believe he will have a good game tonight for the Pistons. Now on to the later game. Got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Denver Nuggets in Denver, 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Game one, Denver overcame a 15-point deficit to win 112 to 110, which is crazy. Clippers should have had that game as well, which is interesting, right? Because talk about the Pistons and the Knicks. The Pistons should have had that game, all right? And then we talk about the Clippers and the Nuggets. The Clippers should have had that game, but both of the home teams won, the home favored teams. So it's interesting. The Clippers got off to a fast start. They were up 8 points after the first, and overall Denver wore them out. Denver's got those players like Jokic and some of those legends, Michael Porter, but he didn't have a good game. He had like 3 points or 4 points. Aaron Gordon had a game for the Nuggets, but like some of those players who are veterans, used to being in the playoffs, NBA champions 2 years ago, those guys, they're going to be real good in the fourth quarter and the end stretch of the game. And the Clippers just didn't want it bad enough. Now, James Harden had a game, but the rest of the team didn't really put up much in order to take that W. Let's talk about shooting percentages. Denver was just 33% from the three-point range. Clippers were 36%, and they shot 50% for the game. Well, Denver shot 44% and still flew under the total. So it was still under. Even though they shot 50%, the Clippers made 50% of their shots. And Denver shot almost 50%. They got 44% of their shots, and it still went under, which means the pace is incredibly slow. So, they're playing heavy defense. The Denver defense has been weaker, but then they've been weaker than the Clippers defense. However, as you guys saw, the Denver Nuggets head coach and GM just got fired, and ever since they got fired, I believe the Nuggets were 2-5 in the last games that the coaches were the old coaches, and since the fires of the old coaches and the hire of the new one, they're now 4-0 on a 4-0 run. So that's, usually you see teams that are worse, like bad teams, when their coaching switches, they perform exceptionally better. However, it's interesting that the Nuggets fired their head coach and GM going into the playoffs, right about to go into the playoffs, and now they're 4-0. So maybe that's helping their defense out a little bit as well. It's just something important to notice. Game 2, the early sharp money on this game, they like the Clippers. Decent bounce back spot for them. The Nuggets are 4-0 after firing their coach, like I explained. Easy sharp money, early sharp money on the Clippers and in the under on Game 2 tonight. Like I said, I have locks for both of these games. I have a lock on my winnable. Go check it out. And let's talk about player props before I get you guys out of here. Aaron Gordon, he had a crazy game 1. So I look for him to regress a little bit tonight. If you want to take a look at his under, or maybe an alternate line as well for Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter Jr., he only had 3 points with 4 shot attempts. Maybe he bounces back. I would say that he has to. It makes sense, hopefully. And then also on the other side, look at Dunn. Look at the under for Dunn as well. But yeah, guys, that's it. Appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoy the videos, want me to keep making them for the rest of the playoffs, just drop me a like, comments, something for the algorithm. I don't care what you comment, but comment something for the algorithm. I appreciate you. And drop me a sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's come out of tonight as winners and keep this momentum going, boys.